Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. This is episode 98. And first, I'd like to welcome Catatonic One. I know it's a play on words. Welcome to the club. Welcome to, thank you for becoming a member of our show. I look forward to getting comments, messages from you. Me and the other members, we have special communication, and it's cool, it's cool. That's all I can say about it. I also have special relationships with some subscribers who've been with the show for a while, and I appreciate all of that. I really do. I pray for everyone, um but I guess at the forefront of my prayers are my family, and then people who are kind to me, and my members and my subscribers are. So I definitely say a little extra prayer for all of you. Thank you. God bless. And today we are looking at, I have those rolls, the customer submitted rolls from the bank. The past couple days or episodes, we did the federal rolls, which are the mostly zinc ones. These have been mixed, and I've had good experience with them. Somebody puts little V's on the wrappers, so but they're not searched through, right? We found wheat cents and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of interesting things. So this is somebody's penny collection, not like a coin collection, but the pennies that they held, and they took them to this bank, and we got them now to look at them. So to me, it's just an incredible look to think that somebody had these in their possession, and then for 50 cents a roll that they gave it to the bank, and now we have it, and we get to like search it for them, and um like an honor almost, like, hey, we're gonna look through these pennies that for whatever reason you did not, you know and we're not going to let them get like melted down at the Fed, because obviously they're not putting copper anymore into. I don't know what they're doing. If you know what they're doing with the copper uh, pennies from at the Fed, leave it in the comments below. I mean, they're not putting them in the rolls, so what are they doing? I'm assuming they're melting it down, right? They're not saving it. Maybe they are saving. I don't know. Let me know. So without further ado, let's let's get busy, y'all. Remember that song? Oh man! All right, here we go. I got to put my little gloves on. Keep my fingers from getting dirty. And we're gonna see what we find today. Okay. So let's get it out on the table. You can tell, look, and you can see how worn these. Now, in all fairness, the bag, because I these, they don't put these in boxes, they put these in bags. The bag that I got from the bank, when I with these penny rolls. See, put these little marks. I don't. And you could tell he put there's extra pennies in these. Watch, I bet you. I shouldn't say that, but we're gonna find out now. Remember, I keep this. This is my sample roll. Yeah, I knew it. I knew there were extra pennies. You could tell the person went beyond the line. There are there's about 3 extra pennies in each one of these rolls. Is that bananas? Um, so I guess the bank just, they can't check it, like what I just did there. They're not going to do that. They probably don't even weigh it or anything. But each one of these rolls has an extra 1 to 3 pennies in it. And so I think I got like what? If I remember correctly, I got like $30, which would be 60 rolls. So if I got 2 extra pennies, I got an extra, I made it just from picking up. Look how this is. I don't understand. So that means this roll, it's been used over and over again because it's obviously a super used roll. I mean, I'm going to reuse it. Look at all the copper. Oh, there's zinc in here too. Oh, I see a zinc rot penny. Try to keep it neat as I can. I'll put the stragglers over here. I could tell the side that they're using, This one here is so flat. So, you want to check this one too? See if there's extra pennies in here? Yeah. There's an extra 2 pennies in this one. You can see the line. You see the line where it is, and this one is at least 1, if not 2 pennies high. You want to? We'll check. I'll take a penny out. Want to see exactly how many pennies extra in here? We'll take 2 out, and then we'll. I thought it was 2. Yeah. Yes. 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 It was 2 pennies. There was 2 extra pennies in here. So each, and the other one I think had 3. It was even higher. So there's 1 to 3 pennies extra in each one of these rolls. Let's call it an average of 2. I got 60, so I got an extra $1.20. And obviously, if it's copper, then they're worth more than they're worth almost 3 cents now. So today will be the first new episode that that the new member has an opportunity to see. When someone becomes a member, they get instant access to all of the scheduled videos, which this is, right? So today's the eclipse, right? In our country. Well, I guess all over the world. Well, you could see there's a map online that you could see that the path of the eclipse. And I think it's like a 90% eclipse or something, or 90-something% eclipse. So it's probably gonna be pretty wild. In Pennsylvania, it's catching the edge of Pennsylvania, and it's gonna be like if you're in Pittsburgh, you'll see the eclipse. Well, I'm far away from Pittsburgh, so I'm not going to see the eclipse. I mean, I might see a partial eclipse or something, I'm assuming, right? It's around 2 o'clock. This video will be out before the eclipse is out. And when Catatonic sees this video, if she watches the video, she'll be able to watch this video before the eclipse is out, right? And that's the coolness of being a member, is to you're seeing information. We're having an opportunity to chat in real time the day of, and that's all. That's pretty. I just thought that's pretty cool. I will. Obviously, I don't see myself ever having thousands of members. From my lips to God's ears. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very grateful for that. And today's her first day, right? Um, Today's her first day that she can. It's a she. I think it's a she. She has a picture in the as a thumbnail, and she has a couple parrots in there. I don't know if those are her parrots or not, which is kind of weird because there's around my house there are doves, and doves are really loud. I don't know. They look like pigeons a little bit. Like they're the same. They must be from the same family as a pigeon because they look like they're related to pigeons. Um, but pigeons, they make that's how pigeons sound. I grew up in Brooklyn with millions of pigeons around, and my grandfather used to feed pigeons at the park, and I used to like being that. That was a nice. Um, that was probably the nicest time me and my grandfather spent together. Was I would chill with him while he was feeding the pigeons at the park. And so, but out here in Pennsylvania, they have doves. I don't know if they have doves in New York. You wouldn't be able to. You couldn't tell a dove from a pigeon if they were in. Like if one dove was within um, 1,000 pigeons, you wouldn't know because pigeons come in various colors and stuff like that. Like the variations of a pigeon. I'm saying the various colors. But doves, you know, doves have partners that they keep for life, and it's pretty cool when I go outside and I'll see um, two doves together. I know that they're husband and wife. That they're together forever. And when I see a dove by himself, I also know that they lost um, their spouse, and it's very sad. But this morning, I woke up to a dove. It must have been on the phone line outside or somewhere near the tree, and it was uh, I don't know if it's called cooing, but it was talking very loud, and they have a very very distinct sound that they make. Ooh, ooh, almost like an owl. Ooh, ooh. Anyway, so I noticed that Catatonic has the parrots. I don't know if those are hers, but that's really cool. Um, you know, Coming from the city, yeah, I really appreciate um, nature and animals and birds and dogs and cats and all that stuff. It's pretty nice. Anyway, without further ado, welcome. And this is part of my process is that I get into started with a copper. I get into certain topics and conversations and off track, and it's just what I do. Huh. And we're going to see. Interesting. We're going to see if we find anything interesting today. Anything. So what I do is, right, if you've watched enough of my videos, you already know my process. And 97, double ear. Um, there's no double ear. Is 83. Oh, wow. So it's an 83, right? We're going to weigh it. Every once in a while, I'll find an 83 that is because it's the transition year, right? I mean, it's the next year after the 82, obviously. 2.49. But it has a beautiful tone. It's misaligned die. It's misaligned so far that the left side has no rim. And it's not off-centered because it's only on the obverse, right? Just the front is misaligned. So the back is not. You can see the whole rim going around. So it's misaligned. It's not off-centered. All right, we'll hold on to that one. So like I said before, as part of my process, another misaligned. Well, you can not, I don't know if it's misaligned, but you could, yeah, it is. On the left, you see has a big rim on the left, very thin rim on the right. So that's misaligned. And you can see the hub on the right side, right? That's from the tilt, and the tilt's what causes the misalignment. The tilt of the die will show the hub somewhere causing a misalignment. Now that's an error, right? Because it's supposed to strike straight, and the penny's not supposed to be misaligned. So they don't give the penny any extra value. But it is pretty cool to learn the proper terms when identifying certain errors. Because I remember, I mean, it's only months, right? So I guess it's 97. We have to look for the double ear. It's not double ear. Oh, that's a beauty, huh? 2000. We're looking for the white AM. It's not white AM. I mean, we're looking for any error, but that's the specific one. And I think before 98, looking for the close AM. I'm not exactly sure of the years, but it's something to be mindful of. What year is that? 90. 68D. The 68S, right? So the D is from Denver. The 68S is the one that caused all the controversy on the channel. People got triggered by me stating what it states on Wikipedia, which is that it's the lowest minted non-proof Lincoln Memorial is the 1968S. And people got triggered by that. You know, that's whatever. It's kind of sad, to be honest with you. But it's one of the challenges with making videos on YouTube. And just out of curiosity, you know, I will, when someone leaves a comment like that, I will click on their channel just to see, like, you know, help me better understand, you know, why somebody's being so negative. And none of them have any content on their channels, you know. They're just leaving negative comments, you know. And it's pretty, another 97. We found so many 97s. Anyway, so I'm assuming that that's just they're venting something that's frustrating them in life and using YouTube as their platform for that. So they should find a healthy activity, right? That's what we're doing here. Oh, what a beauty. Maybe I'll hold on to this one. I hold on to pennies that I find that I like throughout the coin roll hunt, even the ones without value, right? There's only one that we're looking for to complete the penny book that we got. I think I don't want to say what it is. I don't know if it's. I think it's. I want to say it's a 1970 S, but it's an S, and obviously any S that I find, I'm going to check it against the book. But it's either like a 69 or a 70 S. But this is what I do, right? Oh, look how golden that looks. This is what I do to distract myself, right, from all the things that are happening out there in the world. And I think that's pretty cool, personally, to have a hobby, 2.51, a hobby where I can, I'm going to weigh this one too, 63. And this has the wood. Okay, so 3.11. So if you find a penny and it has, you see, it has that like wood grain look. This is called the lamination era, and it's called the wood grain lamination era. It's usually found in older copper pennies, and the description and the website say that it's from improper or impure mixtures of the planchets, and it gives it that grainy look. When you find them, is it worth anything? I mean, this is a 63. It might be worth $1. This one, is it on both sides? I think it is on both sides. But the ones that I hold on to are the ones. I mean, I'll make a video out of this, like I was talking about a second ago, because it's cool. But the ones that I keep are the ones where, like, when you look at it like this, you can see that they're very, very light stridation. So you'll see a light line of like tan, and then you'll see a dark brown, like the ones that, and like almost like tiger stripes. Those are the ones that I keep. I found one that had this like square, rectangular tan shape going through it, and so I kept that one because it's very unusual and it's cool. And those a collector might want, to pay $5 to $10 for, especially if the penny's in nice condition. That's called the lamination era. 79. I'll put this into that's our first that we'll put into the fine pile. So that's my process. I talk about it quite often, and I talk about it so that way, to help the viewer understand, what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because I make videos all the time, and I'm consistent about making videos, right? So I make videos regularly every week, and then I call them impromptu videos, and then I do impromptu videos. It's a beauty too. 98. Sorry, I didn't look for the white AM. Haven't found one yet, but you got to keep checking. One day I'll find it. So another 63. That's interesting. So 94. Looking for any doubling on the reverse. Whoops. It's good luck. So part of the consistency of me doing videos is also, I guess I could put that one to the AU. It's red. It's very red. Has a nice misalignment. This is a beauty. I'll put that into the AU. Someone might like that in the AU pile. In the AU roll, excuse me. So that's part of my process. You're gonna have your own process too, right? Now, is somebody out there gonna follow my process? Probably not. You know what I mean? There's so many variations to the process of coin roll hunting. Um, that but that the chances of somebody having the same one as me is like astronomically boy, does that 83 look small, and there's this it's the whole surface, it's not just the field. I love these, man, at both sides too. Oh, they're so beautiful when it's all blistered like this. People buy these pennies, by the way, the ones that are severely blistered like this. They'll pay $1 for them. I've sold them for $1 before. And I don't find them all the time. I mean, they're not super rare, but they're also not, it's not like half the pennies look like this. I don't know what the ratio is. 2.53. I'll put that to the side. I'll do a short on it. So, but 64. Oh, we got a lot of old pennies here. But what it might do is it might give inspiration, and that's more than I can ask for, if I help. See that there, right? That could be a die chip or just a big blister. Look at the halo around the cameo, the bust, the head. Interesting. Yeah, I don't hold on to them, but I will acknowledge the details in the penny. So that's what I'll do is I'll acknowledge the details in the penny, even the ones I don't hold. So I have a process. There's another one. Look how golden this one is. Wow. I'll weigh it. Super golden. 94. See if there's anything on the reverse going on. I'll weigh it. And I'll talk about my process, 2.48, on a regular basis, just so that, we're all on the same page, like, oh, if you want to know how I separate my pennies while I'm doing while I am doing the coin roll hunt, this is what I do. And I don't always show it. So every once in a while I'll take a second out like I'm doing now. And I'll show my process. So these are the zincs. So I already know that most of these are zincs. Sometimes I'll find rolls that I know are mostly copper, and then I'll put the zincs to the left. But I'll be going over the camera constantly if I go to put the zincs to the left. So I could just go like this and not go through the camera. Because I know most of these are zinc. I could see it already. And these are the coppers. We have our 3 rolls. These are the heavily circulated. These are the finer condition coppers. And then these are the almost uncirculated coppers, the ones that are really, really extra fine condition to almost uncirculated. And I'll put them here. This one, I like them to be a little bit brighter, but I think this is just a very red scent. So I'll include it in those rolls. And then I have about 6. I've filled up about 6 or 7 of them already. I'm on like my 7th or 8th roll, and they're absolutely beautiful pennies. So one day maybe I'll sell them and I'll get a premium on them because they're nicer. So that's my process. And then on the bottom, this is where I keep all the ones that I'm talking about, and I'll make short videos out of each one of these. And usually by the end of the 3 rolls, I'll have like between 6 and 12 or 15 of these, and that'll be the short videos. And that's where I get most of my subscribers from, are from the shorts. And that was just serendipitous, you know what I mean? Um, I was optimizing. My time, right? Because from right, this is the long version video. Obviously, I'm still on the first row. I usually finish about 40 to 50 minutes, and then I do the bonus features. But today we're probably going to go over that by at least 10 minutes. I'm thinking, because I started talking too much. Just to be honest, you talk too much. This looks like a. Oh yeah, you could just tell that. You could tell. Now, is it a proof? I have to look at it off camera. It's hard to tell if it's a proof or not. It could be an uncirculated. See, I see the lines though on the field. You see those lines? That makes me think it's not a proof. Oh wow. Yeah, it could be a proof. Let's check out the rotation. Yeah. Wow. I mean, whatever it is, this has got to be one of the most brilliant pennies I've ever found. This might be our what's that called? Thumbnail. This is definitely one of the most brilliant pennies I've ever found. This is 100% either an uncirculated, uh, a proof like, or a proof like. I'll say that. It could be a special strike on a special planchet also. I guess my point was that this is, it's not a regular circulated. This is not a business strike. I keep forgetting to use that terminology. This is not a business strike. So whatever it is, I don't know, but I know what it is not, and it is not a business strike. Um, I mean, unless someone educates me differently. Um, I'm learning new things every day, and that's one of the interesting things about uh, coin roll hunting, and specifically penny rolls. I'll put that into the fine pile. Is that there's so much to learn on a regular basis. So this one here, you could tell the hub uh, is tilted on the right side, caused the misaligned die. Has some toning, and I do my best to be as nurturing as possible to viewers who are less knowledgeable than I am. Now, with that said, that's the majority of the viewers. The majority of the viewers are less knowledgeable than I am, right? Because I put a lot of time into coin roll hunting, so my knowledge base is wider. I mean, if you look at my original, if I watch when I watch my first videos, I'll put this into the fine category. That's beautiful. Look how deep that strike is. That rim, so high. Um, that's it's almost kind of humorous, because the things that I'm saying, I'm like, oh my god, I'm misidentifying. I'll put this into the AU. It's an AU category. That's the second AU we got. Oh, here's the third. Oh, an 82. Oh, that's really nice. That is beautiful. I'll put that into the AUs also. This is 1982 Philadelphia, copper, large date. So it's a variation. Okay. Yeah, I'll put that down to. I don't. I save the small dates and the small date Ds, zincs or coppers, especially if they're in nice condition. I don't save the large dates anymore, especially the large date coppers, because that's the most common one I find. 96. Yeah, so I try to be as supportive as possible, um, and it's another. This is that's that. This is these are the ones that I'm looking for the AU roll. So if we look at the three, we have three AUs. This is the one. These are a little bit less so. You can see it's a 72. It's a little older, and that's a 79. But it's very red, and someone might still like this in the AU pile, even though it's not as bright as this one. So that's our AU pile. But that's if I can fill them all looking like that, I would, because that I think if someone opened up a roll and found all copper pennies that look like this, they'd be very happy. Oh wow, 71. So that's why I like opening up these customer submitted rolls, because it's one of the few times that opportunities we'll get to look at this amount of copper pennies, and who knows when this is over, when there's no more, that's it, when it's just when there's not even any more pennies, period, you know what I mean? Then it's over. It's over. 94, the reverse. Then it's over, so we have to enjoy it while they're still around. So I do my best to be supportive of when the viewers, subscribers leave comments, so that they know that this is a safe place. And really, the only viewers that I have an issue with are the ones who are nasty, you know. Um, and I guess if the channel was so large that I didn't even have time to read comments like that, because but the channel's not that large, where I'm getting thousands, I'm getting inundated with comments, so I'm able to read the comments, and that's what I want to do, so that way I could interact, engage, meet, nice people. So I like that. You know what I mean? Hope that will probably never stop, because I don't see the channel getting that large. If it does, it does. Whatever. I have a memory like an elephant, so all of everyone who started with me, I will never forget you. You know what I mean? No matter what. Rockers, Otis, Eric, Mar-Tay, and now Catatonic. You know, you guys will always be. I will always remember you. You know what I mean? That's it. You're part of my life. I make videos every day. And I'm looking at this information regularly throughout the day. So that's it. No matter what. That's I'm not going to forget that. So when new people come, and leave comments, I want to be able to interact and engage. And then some, like I said, sometimes people are, not being nice and all that. And I have to look at this under the loop. I see something in between the letters. It's kind of weird. I know it's from the hub. I still have to check. It's dirt. Look, I see that with the 2. That looks something. I'll look at that under the loop also. It's funny. It's the second 82 large day copper Philadelphia that we found today. I'm gonna say that's dirt. But I always try to watch for the 80. It's the 80. So the one that's worth money, right, is the just for those of you who are just tuning in, the one that's worth big dollars is the 1982 D Denver Mint Mark copper small date. This is the large date. The large date looks like a candy cane. The small date looks like a question mark. It has that super duper curve at the bottom that the large date does not have. That's a nice looking pen. I'll put that with the fines. And so, I mean, it's just in my nature to be nice. I guess that's number one. But also, it makes me feel good that I know that if someone else is out there and they're leaving a comment on our channel, that 1960. So this is bronze, right? Let me just finish that thought. That the person who's leaving the comment, who's asking questions, right? Who's like, hey, which one's valuable of the 1982 small date? And I could say it's, excuse me, of the 1982 penny, and I could say, oh, it's the 1982 copper Denver Mint Mark small date. And they were like, oh, wow, that's really cool. Thank you. You know what I mean? And you took time out and that, of your day to, respond to that comment to me. And that's, I want people to have positive experiences when they come to the channel, and I guess for whatever reason, some people they just have all that negativity around them, So this is 3.08. I remember looking at on one of the websites and I saw it for the first time. Look at that one. We're going to look at that one in a second. And I thought it said 1959, 60, and 61, and possibly 62. I mean, I could look it up, but I thought it said bronze. I thought it said bronze. So you could correct me in the comments below. You could do a little research. I'm going to check out that one right now. It looks like it's just, I think it's just damaged, but we'll check it out. Yeah, it's just damaged. It's a cool penny. I don't keep them though. I don't keep unless they're super duper. So this one I will put with the I'll put it with the fines only because it's a really really nice older penny. So if anybody ever gets that roll one day, then they're gonna have a really old. They can have a really old copper penny. Screen shaking for some reason. You see that, right? That's weird. Maybe I have to make it a little tighter. We have there is a municipal. It's funny, right? Because I basically live in a quiet area. That's a beauty. I'll put this into the AU pile. But there's a municipal something around here, where the trucks go to. So 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 it's pretty crazy, right? I'm calling it crazy, not crazy crazy, but I guess it's a little crazy that I live in a quiet area, but it's also the street where the trucks go up and down to go to this municipal area. It's a street. It's a street. It's a little road. You know what I mean? It's not like if I live on the main avenue or anything like that. It's a little road. 93. 93 is nothing. Beautiful toning. So all day long, there's. Oh wow! I wouldn't have thought that this was a copper. If I would have saw it at a distance, I would have thought it was a zinc. Wow. Misaligned dye to the point where the top is actually going through the top of the letters a little bit. What a beauty. I put that with the AUs. Got a lot of AUs today. And we're getting a nice little pile there for our see the O? That's very common with the O, with the hub tilt, that you get the little doubling on the O. What you really want to see is like a whole nother O. But that we didn't find that today. So the camera was shaking before from the truck going up and down. Oh, another AU. Wow, that's so cool. From the truck going up and down the block. It must have been like had a full load or something like that. Yeah. So during the week we got the trucks going up and down the block, and then on the weekend we got the what are they called, the four wheelers flying around town, which I don't get that either, man. 86. I don't get that, but weird stuff going on. Weird stuff. So back to my process. I'll put this with the fines. Oh wow! You see, on a copper penny, that would have been considered something like a what's that called? A die? Not a die chip. A clip planchet. Someone's gonna let me know what it's called in the comments below. But on a zinc, that's just zinc rot. And so again, getting back to my process is I do the long format. That's what this is, right? It's the long format, obviously. And I think I'm going to stop after the second roll. Maybe I'll put the third roll as an impromptu video. So this is my process, right? I like talking, right? It's part of the channel. I respond to. I'll put that with the AUs. I respond to that's a beautiful penny. I respond to comments. I divide the pennies into, right? And I'll stop at the end. What I'll do is I'll stop at the end and I'll show it at the end. And I'll talk a little bit about that at the end. I put them into their respective piles. And then at the end of the wow, that's a beauty. At the end of the video, oh, we got a red one, right? Yes. These pennies always intrigue me, especially as this is a later one. Usually they're older ones, early, 59 to like 60, 50s and 59 to 60s. So this is one of the latest dates I've ever found with that the penny's colored, and you'll even see it on the edge. And this one's on both sides. So this is I believe this is annealing. There's also another process called sintered. So annealing, and then I've seen them call annealing, sintered annealing. I mean, it's a little complicated, and I guess unless you're really an expert in the area, my takeaway is that the colored pennies like this, that this is from the copper dust at the bottom of the barrel of the planchets, right? When they cut the planchets, plop, chop, plop, 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 it leaves a little bit of dust. The dust settles down at the bottom of the barrel of the planchets. So all the planchets towards the top of the barrel or the box or the crate or whatever it is, the bag, whatever, are clean, normal. But the ones that are on the very bottom have the copper dust on them, and they still get used. And they weren't like cleaning planchets off, you know what I'm saying? And that dust that got on the planchets is slightly different color. When I say slightly different color, like well, whatever it is, it puts a coating over the planchet. And then the annealing is the firing process, right? All planchets are fired. I guess that's to strengthen the copper, right? The penny, the cent, whatever you want to call it. And the dust will leave a different color coating on the penny. That's my understanding. Sintering and annealing, and that's what caused this. Is pretty cool. And I'm going to assume, man, if this was the small date, ching, ching. Oh, wow. It's a beauty. It's nice. It's really nice. I'll put that with the, see, it's not quite, like AU. See, look at these are the A. I'm looking for that for AUs. So that one, see, it's not quite what I want in that roll. It is an 82D in nice condition, so someone might want to find it in the AU roll, but I'm gonna put it with the fines. I'm not even gonna hold on to it. And then at the end of the video, I do the bonus feature, right? And which, has, oh, I'm gonna weigh this one. The rim feel sometimes you pick up a penny, you could just feel the rim. I don't know if that means it was struck twice, if it's a special strike. I don't know what it means, But you could sometimes I'll pick up a penny and it'll feel thicker, 2.53, so it's within tolerance. Tolerance is a special term that's used for the degree of which, in this case, we're talking about weight. So a zinc cent, a zinc penny can be between the on the mark weight is 2.50 grams. So the tolerance is 1 gram. So it can go from 2.4 to 2.6, right? That's the tolerance. Or is it 2.59 and 2.41? Whatever it is, let's just say 2.4 to 2.6 is the tolerance. And then you give 1/10 of a gram tolerance to the scale. So I do 2.39 to 2.61 as being out of tolerance, or as being with the 1/10 of a gram tolerance for the scale. I give out of tolerance being 2.62 and 2.38 would be the out of tolerance weights I'm looking for zincs. And then copper pennies, the out of tolerance is, I believe it's 1.2 grams or 1.3 grams. I don't remember. One of those. You can look it up. So that's what tolerance is. As far as weights go, I'm saying that's a beauty. Put that with the fines. Right. So I'll put that with the AUs. So I call it the bonus feature because I'm not looking at pennies. You know what I mean? I'm not looking at anything that's related to the video at that point. Kind of like the intro. I guess you could skip through the intro if you want to, but whatever, I do the intro. Let me look at that one. It's a nice looking penny, 2008. Okay. And that's the end of, we're already at an hour, so I'm not going to do the, second, I'm not going to do the third row, excuse me. All right. So thank you for coming. Please click like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. I mean, it's what makes the channel go, the wheels on the bus go round and round, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. So just in case you're still here, right, this is going to be the role that I'm going to do the impromptu video with, because I'm not going to, this would take another 20 minutes to do, and it makes the video too long, and I'm used to doing 1 hour videos already. These are the AUs, the fines, the circulated. Those are the zincs, and these will be the special fines that I use for the short videos. Then I move the camera over, right, to the right, and I already said the video's over already, right? So people who want to check out, they can check out. Camera over to the right, so that way I can get the cross in the frame, and it's my small way of including Christ in another aspect of my life. That's all. It's for imagery, right? I mean, we're human. We are full of icons and reminders. I guess that's a better word. Reminder. That's what to me that's what a cross is. It's a reminder. We get so busy in our daily lives, and I think it's super. I think it's super important to have reminders. Hey, remember how you're supposed to be living. You know. So I do my best, and I try to keep it in a small way and include it into my videos. So I try to make the videos about an hour long. Today, I did too much talking. So we only did, and I usually do 3 rolls. Today we only did 2 rolls because of so much talking. And then from here, I go straight into the abridged significant findings. So even though I'm going to do the impromptu video of the other roll there, right, which will be for today, not scheduled, right? So extra content, you know what I mean? Because it's right here on my desk. So everything I do is right here, this little box that I got in front of me. Everything's right there for my whole channel. But I have to keep it moving and keep it going and keep it going so I don't lose momentum. And it's early in the morning, so I get to finish up the videos, and then they take a long time to upload because there's so many videos. And then I can get on and do other things in my day. Unless I have other things to do, then I won't do a video. But today I got up a little earlier, and I have extra time to do the impromptu video. So I'm going to try to do everything I can today. Okay, so that's again, welcome, Catatonic One, and I will see you and talk to you shortly. Thank you for everyone else who has stood over an hour to watch the video. Please click like and subscribe if you haven't done that, which I'm pretty sure if you're still here, you probably have. And I just want to let you know I appreciate it. Thank you. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. I will click off of this video, and then I will click on and start the significant findings. Now, the interesting thing is, just as a little caveat, is when they're scheduled, I schedule the abridged version like an hour or two after that, right? So I give people time to watch the long format video, which this is, and then an hour later or so, you'll see the subscribers will see the abridged version pop up if they have those notifications on, and then they can watch the abridged. But it's an hour later, you know. But you, as a member, if you're a member watching this, you can click straight into the abridged version, and you'll see a continuous flow of when I made the long format right into the abridged. So just as a reminder that that's what's going on. I'm not even moving. Watch, I'm going to do it for my members. I'm going to click off,